Hey everyone, Lacey, Elliott, and hey, Jasper here today. Just a gray Friday afternoon, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys the final video in regards to my Canadian firearm safety course. Now I do apologize, but the audio and the lighting in the classroom was not that great. But I spent the last couple of weeks making some tweaks, and it's a great short little video where I have a chance to sit down with our instructor from Silver Corps, P.A.L Ballard, and have a discussion with him about some of the myths around gun ownership here in Canada. Enjoy, and me and Jasper will see you guys next week. We are on day 2 of our course today, and having lunch with us would be just a good opportunity to kind of have a chat with our instructor. This is P.A.L Ballard. He's a retired Vancouver Police Department officer, and maybe just tell me a little bit more about your background and how exactly, what qualifications do you need to teach this course?
Well, I got involved in the Canadian Firearm Safety course back in 1994. That was the start of it. I was certified as an instructor at that time. Teaching it ever since. I was certified as a master instructor in 1998 and have been now certifying other instructors to teach. Our assistant instructor here is one of my past students as well. He's gone through. My background is pretty extensive in the firearms world on a professional side with the Vancouver Police and the Justice Institute of British Columbia. I've had a long-standing interest in shooting since I was a preteen. Competitive shooting through my later teen life and through my adult life, and continues on with me today, plus being a hunter.
You have a passion for this.
I really like it.
I would love to know, in your opinion, your experience, what do you think are the top 3 myths that non-gun people have that you could kind of dispel for us today?
Okay. Well, in Canada, let's just talk about this licensing program. When a person wants to legally purchase a firearm in Canada, they have to complete this 2-day program. What this goes through is a very extensive basics of the safety concepts. It's not a shooting course, we're not teaching how to load ammunition or anything else, but we're really emphasizing safe storage, handling, transportation, and display of the firearm. Proper ethical behavior, legal behavior is all addressed in this. And what we're trying to do is establish a baseline for people who want to get involved in this to, set themselves up for the appropriate behavior and the use of the firearm.
I think what's really surprised me in this course is that we're not actually shooting anything right now. We're literally spending the entire weekend learning safe handling.
One of the big myths is that people have no idea what they're doing when they get out there and they're going to operate them unsafely. Well, no, we're holding them accountable by doing that. Another thing that people who are mildly involved in the firearms world are always thinking that if you get this license, does that mean the police are continually tracking you and you suddenly go onto a watch list because you're a firearms owner? And even though we hear that every day every firearms owner is checked through the computer, that's done way in the background of the police computers. There's not somebody sitting there taking the detail of everybody's life that's a firearms licensee. That's just happening, ongoing in the background. I think the third myth, though, that we have to address is the non-firearms owner. There's actually 3 groups of people out here. There's the firearms owner, there's the anti-gun people, and then there's all these people in the middle.
Which is me.
Right. No, I never really thought about it before and kind of have some kind of an opinion, but they keep getting drawn over to the anti-gun opinion. And whatever is said over here, which defies all reason and rationale, is accepted as 100% the truth. No one wants to come over and speak to the people that are involved in this stuff. If somebody over here says, you have absolutely no reason to own an AR-15 rifle, it's only meant to kill as many people as fast as possible, you've never talked to somebody over here that owns an AR-15 rifle that uses it for serious target competition.
Yeah.
And there's so many aspects of that firearm that would lead you or attract you to it.
Yeah.
Okay? Doesn't matter that it was designed by Armalite however many years ago, that the rifle was designed to be a military style rifle. It's adapted and it's become something of a sporting tool or a sporting unit. And you can never, it's always over here. They tell you that AR stands for assault rifle. It doesn't. It stands for Armalite Model 15.
Yep.
That's it.
But I think you nailed
Not
it.
automatic rifle. It's
Right?
Armalite. Yeah.
So many people, when I've been posting on social media that are so anti-gun, have these very strong opinions, and that was the main reason for me coming in here to take this course, is because I didn't feel I could have an opinion one way or another, because I actually didn't know what I was talking about. So I felt, how can I be against it when I don't actually have all the information? And I think that's, knowledge is power.
It is. And knowledge dispels fear as well.
Yes.
And in many cases, we have people come in on this saying, I was always afraid of guns. We actually had a few people introduce themselves on this particular course that I have a fear. Yeah. And I think if we ask at the end, let's see if that fear is still there.
Perfect.